Steelers defense carries Justin Fields and offense to a 13-6 win over Denver, and 2-0 start. The Pittsburgh Steelers aren't getting much production on offense. That doesn't matter considering their defense isn't allowing much at all. The Steelers won in Week 1 without scoring a touchdown, then won on Sunday scoring just one touchdown. The Steelers are 2-0 with 2 road wins despite some offensive issues, mostly because the defense looks great again in a 13-6 win against the Denver Broncos. The Steelers crushed Broncos rookie quarterback Bo Nix, with TJ Watt having another fantastic game and everyone else doing their part. The Broncos were stuck on 3 points for 58 minutes, got another field goal in the final 2 minutes, but couldn't get a miracle touchdown in the final seconds. The Steelers might have only one offensive touchdown, but they've also allowed just one touchdown. That came 6 quarters ago. Justin Fields has started twice and has done enough that he seems unlikely to be replaced by Russell Wilson anytime soon. Maybe that's the best thing to say about the Steelers' offense, but 2-0 is 2-0. Steelers defense dominates. The Steelers were so dominant on defense that the Broncos felt they had to use a trick play to get something going downfield. They ran a flea flicker. Nix had Josh Reynolds deep, and even though he was late to get him the ball, Reynolds came down with a jumping catch for 49 yards. The Broncos were finally in business. 2 plays later, Nix threw an interception into the end zone. Steelers cornerback Corey Trice Jr. baited the rookie quarterback, who thought he had Cortland Sutton open in the back of the end zone. Trice slid over and had an easy interception of Nix's sidearm pass into the end zone. That's how the day went for the Broncos offense. The Falcons offense from Week 1 can relate. At some point early in the game, the Steelers offense had to realize that their biggest job was to not screw things up. Like last week, when the Atlanta Falcons scored 10 points and lost 18-10, the Steelers just had to control the clock a bit, not turn it over and score just enough that the game was never really in reach for the opponent. It's not the prettiest formula, but it has worked twice. Justin Fields does enough again. Wilson's calf injury before Week 1 opened the door for Fields to start Week 1. The competition between Wilson and Fields in the preseason was close, and the Steelers won the opener with Fields having a decent game, so Pittsburgh didn't seem to consider a change. Mike Tomlin said on Tuesday that Fields would be the starter. There's no reason to make a change after a 2-0 start. Fields didn't get much going, but he was reasonable enough again. At some point the Steelers will be playing someone tougher than a rusty Kirk Cousins or overwhelmed rookie like Nix, and at that point the offense is going to have to do more than not mess things up. That's when Fields will be tested, and if it doesn't go well, perhaps some big changes are considered. But for right now everything is good in Pittsburgh. The Steelers are undefeated behind a really good defense that gets after the quarterback like few other teams. There's a long way to go, but so far Tomlin seems to be performing some magic again after winning 2 games with just 1 touchdown.